Hello, this is Shubham Chaudhari, and I am a cybersecurity engineer intern at Virtual Testing Foundation, and this is my week 8. Today, we will have a look at the difference between the red team and the blue team. So let's first look at what is red team. A red team consists of security professionals who act as adversaries to overcome cybersecurity controls. The red team plans and simulates attacks, gains unauthorized access, exploits and targets vulnerabilities and attempts them to bypass the organization's security parameters. The red team acts as an adversary attempting to identify and exploit potential weaknesses within the organization's cyber defenses using sophisticated attack techniques. Now, let's have a look at what are the red team skills. The red team skills include thinking out of the box, deep knowledge of the systems, software development. They should also have knowledge of penetration testing and also should have knowledge of social engineering. Now, let's have a look at some of the relative day-to-day activities. The first activity includes penetration testing, in which a red team member attempts to access the system using a variety of real-world techniques. Social engineering tactics, which aims to manipulate employees or other network members into sharing, disclosing, or creating network credentials. The next one is intercepting communication in order to map the network or gain more information about the environment in order to circumvent common security techniques. One more activity is cloning an administrator's access cards to gain entry to unrestricted areas. Now, let's see what are the red team tools. The first tool is Nmap. It is an open source tool for re- reconnaissance which is used for network discovery. The next is Maltego. It lets you discover names, phone numbers, emails, addresses, organizations, and social media accounts and can be used for data correlation, allowing the red team to visually explore the relationship in their data. The third is Metasploit. Is it is useful for red teams in discovering security vulnerabilities and developing testing and executing exploits. The next is Wireshark. Wireshark is most common used tool by red team. Wireshark is a network traffic analyzer. It can help red teams detect any security issues in the target network. The last one is Shodan. Shodan is a search engine for internet connected devices. The wide deployment of IoT devices and their poor security in general makes them a promising initial entry point for a red team member. Now, let's see what is a blue team. A blue team consists of security professionals who have an inside out view of the organization. Their task is to protect the organization's critical assets against any kind of threat. Now let's see what are the blue team skills. The first skill include hardening techniques. Next, a blue team member should have a knowledge of threat intelligence. Moreover, he should also have a knowledge of risk assessment and he should also be able to monitor and detect systems. Here is a list of some of the day-to-day activities of blue team. Performing DNS audits, domain name server to prevent phishing attacks, avoid stale DNS issues, avoid downtime from DNS record deletions, and prevent reduced DNS and web attacks. Second one is conducting digital footprint analysis to track users' activity and identify any known signatures that might indicate a breach of security. Installing endpoint security software on external devices such as laptops and smartphones. Ensuring firewall access controls are properly configured and that antivirus software are kept up to date. The next one is deploying IDS and IPS software as a detective and preventive security control. Now let's have a look at Blue Team tools. Blue Team uses several tools like honeypots. A honeypot is a controlled and safe environment for showing how attackers work and examine different types of threats. Cuckoo Sandbox is an open source tool that can be used to automatically analyze the malware. The next is Hive. The Hive is commonly used for digital forensics, incident response, or intrusion detection. The most famous is Splunk. Splunk is a software platform to search, analyze, and visualize the machine-generated data gathered from the websites, applications, sensors, devices, etc. The next is SIEM. SIEM software combines security information management (SIM) and security event management (SEM) to provide real-time analysis of security alerts generated by applications and network hardware. Now let's see synopsis of this PPT. Red team. Red team offensive probing techniques to detect security flaws. It adopts ethical hacking techniques, uses specific attack skills like social engineering, scanning, vulnerability exploits, and black box testing. Now let's look at the synopsis of blue team. It keeps an eye out of real-time threats, specialized in quick incident response and damage and control at various levels. It also adopts techniques like digital forensics and infrastructure protection to secure attack areas. Thank you, and thank you Virtually Testing Foundation for giving me this opportunity to make a video on difference between red team and blue team.